Hey man, say man, say man, hey man, what it do? I say I got my 1 cup, I got my 2 cup, I got my 1, I got my 2, I got my hold up, what it do, B? What it do? What it do? We got BG in this thing, man. It's your boy Q Smith and always your boy.
Hey, it's your boy B, man.
Hey man, say man, Happy New Year in this thing, man. Virtual style. Y'all good?
Good, great. How you doing?
Man, doing good, B.
Chilling bit, dog. You already know.
Hey man, welcome back to another episode of Live Lit and Legit. Hey man, entertainment. Beverly Hills. Shout out to my boy Dababy. Free my boy Dababy. I think y'all already free right here. Let me just tell you how this just happened. Just to start it off. We finna go to the look. We 4 deep. Beverly Hills on Rodale, Montclair. We finna spin them. Went in side the store. Rightfully purchased. Spun them. Minding our own business. We get back into our black SUV. Pulling off. Before we can, the cops stopped the vehicle, asked us to roll down the windows, search the car. Because someone inside the store said that we was carrying a firearm loaded on behalf of the baby's party. And my man is very wealthy. I don't feel like if it was anyone else that came into the Montclair store that was from the let's say Rodale Drive or Beverly Hills neighborhood, I don't think they would get the police called on them. Why we get the police called on them when they know who he is, when they know the magnitude of our presence, high profile. What was the purpose? No one got threatened with the firearm. It was concealed. Make it make sense.
But I know the gun laws out in California are very, very strict. Like, they're not like ours. Ours are more relaxed. We have the open carry policy here. Like most southern states have that. Out in LA, they ain't rocking with none of that.
It ain't like New York though. They can have them.
Yeah, I mean they can have them, but it's just they're very strict. So, man, I just feel, man, I've been saying this for a while. As a celebrity, you have to be smarter than that. Like, you have to always be smart, man. Like, you got enough people on your team. Somebody can make sure that you're legal.
That's why I feel like this is gonna drop, because it was legal, and for whatever kind of I don't like whatever kind of illness they had, you know what I'm saying, ill will that happened or what. But once again, we don't know what happened within the store. But at the same time, I just feel like, I mean, if you carrying rightfully so, and say, who's to say that there was not a license? But they say he was took into custody, and they say it was a misdemeanor, man. But it's just crazy to me. But I'm just like, hold up, like it's just too little. I don't know, man. It's great. It's entertainment.
They just got to do better, bro. I mean, that's just bottom line. Like, bro, like these rappers, they just got to do better, man. Like, even back when like T.I. got busted for his. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to do better than that. And plus, like, they all got security guards. They all got, you know what I'm saying, a posse rolling with them.
Yeah, but Cuz said he was sought up, though. But at the same time, it was like that decision. He was like, man, something ain't right, but I'm finna just go ahead and just knock it out real fast. Or he could have just not went. You know what I'm saying? But the way he broke down that story, though, crazy. But yeah, he said he could have not went, but went. So this is like some everyday supposed to be detail type, but it was not within protocol. Therefore, like somewhat iffy. But he was like, he still went. However, if he wouldn't, then it wouldn't happen. But he went and said it out. Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy, man. What else crazy? Speaking of the 4 men that was entering the vehicle, the baby and his 3 entourage, leaving, off Rodale, leaving Montclair.
Right.
They say it was 4 men that entered Dr. Dre's home, brother, while he's going through it.
That's so
like a
sad.
robbery.
Yeah.
What's
crazy,
going
man.
on?
That is so sad. This man's suffering a brain aneurysm. That can be very touch and go, and you decide to break in his home.
Crazy.
They out there plotting, bro. They just go to show
Hey,
you
no,
brothers
I
is
had seen it, but
But
always
that
no,
right.
they
just
ain't no.
goes to show how sensitive media is. Like everybody want to put their location on and all. If that happened to Dr. Dre, just think about how open we are with where we are in the hospital or here or there. You never know who watching.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's no different than what like I heard a lot of rappers say. And one in particular, he had ended up getting he put up on his video shoot, and he ended up getting shot like as soon as he got out the car. However, he was so down bad, some of his folk came up, but one of the folks went just scheming. Hey, well, I know your auntie, I know your mama right here. Just give me all your change right here. I'm finna get them back to the house. You know what I'm saying? Go and give me your money too. I'm going to get it back. It's no different. You feel me? Like, when you're down bad, like these folks trying to hit you, like crazy.
Oh yeah,
That's so
that's
sad.
ridiculous.
And he's going through a lot with his wife. She literally want everything from him from out of this divorce, but his skin. So I know that's stressful.
Man, yeah,
Yeah.
man. Man,
I,
shout out to
I,
man. Shout out Dr. Dre, man. Overcome. We
Right.
gonna overcome. Like,
I want to say I read on the Shade Room where Dre did settle for temporary spousal support for like $2 million.
ah,
So I mean, it ain't that. How much was she asking for
like it was
originally?
like what was it, like one or two, or was it three?
It was something stupid, whatever it was.
It was too much
No,
and other
50.
items and
Okay.
Whatever it was a bulk of money, and that was monthly. So it was like $50 million a
Yeah.
month or something stupid. But they settled on like $2 million, which is still a whole lot of money
that's a
a month.
lot. Like
Two a
why?
month. 2 a month.
Yeah, two a month. That's a lot
That's
of money.
temporary.
That better than
But
100 though, and 50.
but that goes to show you how much money Dr. Dre is worth.
That's what I'm saying. One, I thought it was like 1, 2, or 3, but that's better than the 100 and the 50. Cause that ain't nothing
Right.
but, you know what I'm saying, that keeps you still up on, you know what I'm saying, quarter. I mean, or, you know what I'm saying, 25
In one hand, I
a
don't
year.
think I would want that much, but then in another hand, like, would he have taken care of her if they would
I'm
have divorced?
sure. I'm sure he would have. They've been together too long for him to just have her out there down
I
bad.
was just,
You know what
I
I'm
finna
saying?
say, he has been, you feel me, this whole time.
But then
So,
too,
like,
what if he move on and get somebody else? Like, that's
But
taken out
still,
of his household.
but with that kind of money, okay, if a guy makes $35,000 a year and he divorces his ex-wife and he moves on to somebody else and he's still trying to kick money to his ex-wife for whatever reason, that's taking money out of his household. He only makes $35,000 a year. You can only split that so many ways. Dr. Dre is a borderline billionaire, if not already over.
That's
He's
still
not
his
gonna
money.
true, but his household is not gonna miss it. So even if she didn't get that spousal support and he like, hey, I'm gonna still give you a $500,000 a month. Do you really think he would have missed that $500,000 out of his house? I
nah.
don't think his ex-wife, I mean his new wife, never even would have noticed it was gone.
Because they was probably spending that on a daily basis together, you feel me?
Probably.
If not daily, but a monthly basis together.
But I think about $250,000 a month. It should
They need to put a cap.
$250,000 a month. Yeah,
They need to put a cap on that. Honestly,
250 is plenty. Dude, at $250,
250,000.
$250,000 a month, you can go and get the house you want and everything. That's plenty of money.
That's
You can
$2
save
million
up.
is just
You
overkill.
you can save up for four. You can save up for 4 months and be a millionaire. How
And
you
be a
want to do it?
millionaire. So that's
still
essentially,
that's still steep.
yeah, that's what $3 million a year. $3 million a year is good for spousal support. Come on.
I don't think I don't think
Listen,
I'd be
brother.
that
Every
shallow.
4 months you become a millionaire. However you want to look at it. Every 4 months you come a millionaire.
Right.
What you doing with it? Every 4 months you feel me? Think about that. That's what you getting at a quarter month. Every 4 months you're a millionaire.
Right.
I'm talking about tax free now.
But
a
like,
quarter.
are you really doing it to support your lifestyle, or are you doing it to be spiteful? Yeah, like,
and that's true.
Every 4 months.
But I think it's a little bit of both. If it's one thing that the reality shows have taught me, is that these women really they really live these lives. You know what I'm saying? Like the basketball wives and Real Housewives of every city in America, they really live these lives. So
well, the
I think
man, and then it's a lose-lose situation because you knew what you were doing. You were caking her. Then when she wants spousal support, you want to go to court.
right, but I don't think they would have a problem paying spousal support. I think if she would have came at Dr. Dre with something reasonable, he probably would have been like, okay, whatever. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure he didn't want this added stress and extra attorney fees and court
Because he really
costs.
old.
Yeah, he is. But she came with such an outrageous number, he just had to fight. But if she would have came with something reasonable, he'd have been like, okay, whatever, it's all good. Think like Tiger Woods, he had to pay his wife like $76 million, and at the time that was unheard of. Everybody was like, wow, that's crazy, that's stupid, blase blase. Then Jeff Bezos happened, and he had to pay his wife what, something stupid like $980 million, and everybody was like, nah, that's ridiculous. So I mean, the prices are just going further and further up.
The bag get bigger and bigger. You did. The bag
is
get
getting
bigger and bigger.
Hey, and
nice.
I must say, I mean, look, if your ex-husband can afford it, he's not hurting for it. Y'all are on good terms. Simple spousal support. That ain't nobody business but y'all. If he can afford to give you $5 million a month, that ain't nobody business but y'all. But don't take the man to the cleaners. If you know he at the end of his career and he ain't making no money and he got stupid loans out, don't try to gobble up everything else he got and leave him over there looking crazy.
Right.
Anything, look, all them 5 million you get, if anything, you be like, hey, baby, you can keep the little 5 million. I done ran it up 100. You know what I'm saying? Keep them little 5 million. Appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? Run up 100, man. Be what you got, baby.
Hey, man, it's been a crazy week to say the least. Look at me, I'm tripping.
You all right?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go. Here you go.
I'm trying to collect my thoughts as I talk.
It's a little different because we brought it in off the virtual, man.
Right. Let's go Wednesday of this week. Wednesday was a weird day. I just want to get y'all thoughts on everything that transpired at the Capitol and Donald J. Trump and the MAGA revolution. And we got white ladies dying in the Capitol. We got white men tasing their balls so they have a heart attack. We got people stealing podiums and all kind of craziness going on. What are y'all thoughts?
This is what I think about it.
It was just only the beginning.
I'm gonna leave the back door open so you can come through and do your thing. And you feel me? Inside, y'all. Come on. Them folk know what time. You
My
feel
mom
me?
said the same thing.
Man, them folk, come on.
It was
man.
already planned.
2
They
cup,
had
baby. We know it. Hey,
they
look,
had
man.
their hoodies.
Man.
See, but my whole point with that, though, I don't care if it was an inside job. I don't care if the police was in with it. My biggest concern was these are the same people that told Colin Kaepernick if he don't love the country enough to stand for the anthem, he needs to leave. But yet and still, you're shacking the Capitol and spreading feces in the hallway and stealing documents, stealing laptops. You know what I'm saying? But you said this man don't love the country? I saw a video where they took the American flag down and put up a Trump flag. But you saying Colin Kaepernick don't love the country? What's really going on?
Brother, this is what I'm trying to tell you. It leads to them same people leaving the back door open. Listen, if you don't meet the back door open standards, you're not going to be told the back door is open. I wonder why the American flag went up and the Trump flag did. The Trump flag went up because them Trump they were told that the back door was open. That's why.
You confused.
He was trying to tell y'all the whole time, this ain't what it is. He was trying to and put folk down. Listen, man, I keep telling y'all every time, who last will be first and who first will be last. Stay focused, big God. I'm trying to put you down. Not everything that, man, it's gonna come into full. They ain't hit them yet. It's coming to. Listen, it's coming to. I'm telling you, it's coming to. To answer your question, stay tuned, B. Stay tuned.
I think it's just really
You heard about
literally.
You heard about the Senate. You heard about the Senate. Stay tuned.
It's literally only the beginning.
You heard about the Senate? Stay tuned.
Why do you say that, Todd?
Because Trump himself, his in his last
we're going up
address, he said, we're not done.
Yeah,
that's what got him off. They knew exactly what they were doing. A lot of things with the Democrats are coming to the forefront. We have a lot of us taking office now too. And had there been a lot of us out there, that would have went so totally different.
It's been a lot of it's been a lot of us out there protesting peacefully.
But it's a lot of us that support Trump too.
It is.
But true. We had one on here. I went crazy.
It is, man. But that's one of the biggest things that really got up under my skin was thinking back to the summer when we were out there marching. And even here in our city, no, we didn't get as crazy as some of the bigger cities did, but we were still disrespected and we were still talked to nasty by the police. And so you're watching how they're treating these people running through a federal building, which I couldn't comprehend. Like, you're in a federal building with congressmen and senators and the vice president in this building, and looking at how the police are treating them versus how they treated us for marching down the street.
That's what I was just trying to tell her, B. Marching down the street, we're protesting peacefully, knowing that it's not finna be we have no type of form within our character, our demeanor that gives you emotion to feel that we're finna attack the Capitol. Nothing in your spirit ever said that. But you felt like you need to put all protocol, follow protocol, and put everything and implement everything into guarding the Capitol. 100, 200 soldiers. And when these folk is giving you the straight intent that we attacking, and nobody there,
they literally opened the gates.
There's no 200 soldiers, there's no 300 soldiers. And these folk inside this building, just like B said, man, come on, man. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense.
It was actually heartbreaking to me.
Make it make sense, man. Like, I'm trying to tell you.
For our world to, like what we already going through now, financially, all of that. The supposed mix up with the stimulus, and people out there really need funds. And y'all carrying on like that. That was really sad to see. Our children having to watch it, and we're really living in that history.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's going.
It was extremely heartbreaking to see some of those officers running for their lives when they're getting arrested. We was killed.
Yeah, they getting arrested. We was killed. See how they go? And guess what they got to do? They got to actually sit down where the congressman sit at inside the building. Like, actually be him, perform him. I always wanted to be him. Never graduate. Never had. I'm talking about in his office with their feet kicked up and still get arrested and not killed.
And we live in a world where our president is banned off of social media. Where is that even heard of?
Yeah,
you have a freedom of speech. He of all people, there's a freedom of speech, but you are literally banned from social media. I know people laughing at us.
Did y'all know that Trump has a warrant out for his arrest in Iran?
That's a first.
I'm pretty sure you got a lot of stuff out for
him. I'm so glad that we're at the end of this craziness. January the 20th can't get here quick enough, like, real talk.
But they don't like Democrats that bad. Like, how y'all think the inauguration gonna go? I say, I don't know. They need to think of something different.
Well,
Dude,
I don't look for it to be the normal inauguration because of COVID anyway. So I don't look for for the Capitol to be full of people and people all out into the mall and all of that. I don't think it's gonna be like that. But those pro-Trump people, they already talking about that they're gonna show up January 20th and turn it out.
And I believe it's gonna get even worse. I think they should try something different.
But I want all law enforcement to think hard about this. When we were planning protests, no matter where we went, we were always met with police and riot gear.
Mm-hmm.
We would be planning a protest at a church. Police would be surrounding the church in riot gear, ready for us. So I just want them to think the same way, January 20th. You know what I'm saying? Because the saddest thing to see was those officers running and retreating.
I haven't seen Capitol. What them rubber bullets they were shooting.
Right.
That's the point. Like they were running and retreating in the Capitol, right? Like they were scared. But you think about it, why would they stand their ground against us? But they running from them. Think about it. If that was a group of us in the streets, one officer just would have started spraying us.
And they was the main ones with the Blue Lives Matter. They don't even care about y'all Blue Lives Matter. That was running out.
What happened to that? An officer got killed. What happened to
one
Blue
got
Lives
hit in the
Matter?
head with a fire extinguisher, didn't it?
He's the one that died. And then you had the girl, I don't know her name, the one that got shot in the neck and died.
Ashley Babbitt, whatever her name was. Trying to act like she wasn't doing it wrong.
Them the same folk that said blue, they said all lives.
Yeah, all lives.
Them folks told you when they pulled up at the Capitol, it ain't about all lives. Make it make sense.
Right.
Because they didn't have their way.
The worst story of all is my man that tased himself in the balls and then had a heart attack. That is the word. I'm not gonna laugh. I don't care how much you try to laugh, Belle. I'm not gonna do it.
Did what?
He was while in the Capitol. He was trying to, I think they said steal a piece of artwork, and so he was trying to get it off the wall. And he had his taser in his pocket. The taser started going off, and tasing himself in the sack. And he tased himself so much that he had a heart attack and died.
No.
Yeah.
He was from Alabama, wasn't he?
Yes, he was from the great state of Alabama. Belle Genice is about to laugh, y'all. In 5, 4, 3, 2. I saw it coming. Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, I'm saying your taser never went off like this before in your life, but it went off like this today. And I just want to know why. Why did it go off like this today?
I know, right? And after that first joke, but that little first joke should make you stop whatever you're doing and adjust it in your pocket or something. Like, how did it just keep going off and just keep tasing and keep tasing?
His adrenaline was going.
He was loving it. I mean, my bad. I don't mean to say. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But I'm saying something. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Yeah.
Rest in peace to my man. He died. You know what I'm saying? Hate to see anybody die, no matter what the situation is.
Real talk, man. Like, I don't know, man. That was a different kind of taser.
Why you getting her started? Why?
Why
are you getting her started, dog?
Everybody listen, man.
Rest in peace.
Hey, man, we didn't say, I don't know why B brought that up, but that was a good, I'm just, dang. Ain't no telling what really happened in that Capitol. There's a lot of stuff that went covered now.
Oh, bro, they're still discovering stuff. They said a laptop was stolen from Nancy Pelosi. A laptop. Now, whomever the idiot is that has his laptop, the minute they open it, the feds kicking in their front door. So
yeah,
good luck.
Now think about the fool that was trying to sell the podium on eBay. You got yourself arrested.
Yep, he's in prison. They said like artwork was stolen.
Listen, all of this is federal offenses. Ain't nothing less. You can't go.
Ain't no states. Ain't no state charges in this, baby. These are all fed. This is fed time. Number one, you weren't even in the state. You was in DC. There is no state charges. This is
Bro,
all Fed time.
All Fed time, cuz. Federal offenses. Federal offenses.
They said mail and letters and papers were stolen.
Mm-hmm.
They ramsacked like the file room. They completely flipped it. Like it's papers all over the place. They'll never get that mess sorted out. All kind of craziness. Oh, somebody sprayed the feces all throughout the hall.
Yep. You that angry? You took the time out to shit in the hallway of the Capitol
and spread
it around.
So you played with your boo boo.
But they get mad at us for walking around with some iced tea and a pack of Skittles.
Right.
Make it make sense. With a hoodie on.
Even with a bandana on, you can have a hoodie on, anything.
Make it make sense.
Skull cap on, anything, hat on, like
because
taking your jogging, taking your
your dog, your pet, or by yourself,
taking your daily run, minding your own business
on a bike, bicycle, like.
According to them, we're intimidating.
But you can go into the Capitol.
But you can play in your shit, and that's not intimidating.
Right.
You can intrude
I don't
the
know.
I don't. The Capitol of America. Man, hold up.
These people size the Capitol and to climb up the wall. They was worried about the wrong wall.
Right.
Well, let me ask y'all a real question. They call me crazy. You know, I'm too cut right here. I just was been sipping right here, and I just was thinking, this might have to go. We might have to edit this, but we won't do no editing. They call me because this is so crazy. I just really want to know. I just really was thinking, just call them crazy. I don't know. Just call them crazy. Just call them crazy.
I'm going to hide my face, okay?
All right. So you got, you know what I'm saying? You got your city charges, your state charges, your federal charges. You know what I'm saying? City offense, state offense, federal offense. Listen. Through all of those offenses, regardless of of everything, this don't count. Like murder, rape, like, stuff like that. That's a whole different thing. But what have been done and what we have been charged with, not those two things, but us as people, our culture, what is the most things we ever been charged with? Like, what is the most, like, percentage-wise? If you put every category together, the most highest. Now, like I said, a lot of stuff is uncovered. You never can go for the uncovered what's justified, but what was justified for? Because when I feel like it's a pandemic now, but the epidemic is when that crack hit and when it for decades. I'm talking about this ain't something just hit the last 5-10 years. Man, this is a whole generational affection. Right. So it's drugs, right? So when you talk about drugs, okay, therefore you have your city, your state, you have your misdemeanors. What is the most ultimate high level crime you can commit? You can have a federal offense. Everybody in the white delegation that was unjustified for charging the Capitol as a delegation throughout Wales have committed a federal offense that day. People ain't think about like that. That's a whole. But we get killed for a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? Ticket. You can have an FTA because they pull you over. You have an FTA. Oh, you gotta get a car. You got a ticket. A ticket charge.
And they go like, lose your life.
Let me see. Look, you ain't show a seatbelt charge. You can go to court. You got a seatbelt charge. Let me see your license. You give them your license. Oh, you got a gun. Bop, shot. You finna get ready to get off a ticket, anything, or get a ticket. But bro, you enter the Capitol. I'm talking about federal offense. I'm talking about thousands of people commit a federal offense in one day. And
right.
And these folks go to jail, man, they crazy.
or end up getting killed for a random traffic
They
stop
crazy,
because they see a gun.
man. They crazy.
Right.
But you
And
know
I'm
what
these
got
folks
me?
on the scene with it. There ain't no catching up. You got to go find these people. They right there. This ain't, let's go on this side of town tonight to see who doing what crime or this what. Man, these folks right here committing the most highest crime on the biggest stage in the, man.
And being videotaped. What got me was the guy that lit the joint right there.
Man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Lit a joint on video and everybody in jail for just having marijuana in their pocket.
Right.
How, like, really?
Been doing 20, 30 years.
I'm gonna be interested to see these charges as they come down because they've all been arrested, but formal charges haven't been filed yet. So I'm gonna be interested to see what exactly what are they charging them with, and what kind of penalties are we looking at? Because they can essentially charge them with domestic terrorism, depending on how hard the DA wants to be on them. They can charge them all with domestic terrorism, throw them in jail for life, and that's it.
But that's what that was.
That's what it was. But, they're going to probably charge them with something like unlawful entry, breaking and entering, and inciting a
misdemeanor.
Riot,
They're going to charge them with a misdemeanor on a federal. They're going to charge them with a misdemeanor on a federal offense, on a federal, like the.
But
man,
now they can. They can. But here's the thing. If you have 5 misdemeanors, they can charge you to a maximum sentence on each misdemeanor, and they can run them consecutively. So you're still doing 5 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? Just because they get charged with a misdemeanor don't mean that they're not going to serve the time.
Because do you hear the work in that? You hear the work in that when these same people get charged for a murder and still walk away with misdemeanors, if not even a misdemeanor with parole, unsupervised, and you talking about 5 counts of what's the proper penalty to those 5 counts of?
Yeah. But the difference is the big difference is those are normally small town or county DAs working it. So if a murder happens here in Jefferson County, then the Jefferson County DA will be the one trying to prosecute them. So a lot of times they end up being lenient on them and they end up walking away. We're dealing. Hold on. We are dealing with federal. Attorneys.
Do you see how many thousands of people was out there? Listen to what you're really saying. I understand all that, but do you understand how many thousands of people that was out there?
They're going
thousands. You can feel it with the federal.
Charged.
You get it federal,
the ones that they can find. I promise you, they're gonna prosecute.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about the ones that they can find, bro? It's the ones that already found for us, and it take us just to march peacefully. For everybody to be accounted for.
Yeah, I mean, but now what I did find funny is how they were running up through there with their faces open, and I'm like, nah, say what you want
to
about
us. And not a care in the world.
Yeah, even doing the riots and stuff.
But even with the federal DAs, with those people that had still probably you'll never ever hear for with the people you talking about. That's what it is for me. With all that. Still would never even be justified for even with to a certain degree. Some will be rectified just to prove somewhat tight, but it still doesn't match the magnitude of how we would have.
Right.
You seen how they already went into? Yeah, man.
It's unexplainable. The whole day seemed weird. Even when it started off, they started off fussing like a meeting at the Baptist church. Like it was already. It was already crazy.
Yeah, it was, man.
The day literally shifted. People couldn't concentrate at work. You didn't know what was going on. It caused high anxiety, and then now we got to wait till the 20th to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, most definitely. You're right about that. You're definitely right about that, man.
The 20th is gonna really. That's why I said this was just the beginning. The 20th, I believe they're really going to show them that they don't care about that.
Well, they going to care. If they care about, like, if they want to, listen here, they really want to pop and talk about how these folks already showed you. Listen, for one, we didn't have to show you. We marched peacefully, and y'all tried to show us. All right? These folks showed y'all, and y'all let them folks show y'all because y'all all Now they showed y'all. Now these folks talking about they finna show y'all again. Now if I don't see these 1, 2, 300, man, come on, cuz. Like they don't take that for the seat. It took for the first time to see for me. So this second time really finna show, man, come on.
You have some people that'll die
really
for their country. That's why I said they don't care.
Is.
You have people that'll die for their country. That's why I feel like they don't care.
Well, it's folk that went to boot camp at AIT and all that for the die for there too. So it's time for the matchup too. You feel me?
Some of those, some of those people were veterans. The girl that died, she was a veteran.
Yeah,
she served. So
active. I mean, it's active though. It's a lot of active. That's just you know what I'm saying. There's people that came from up on her.
Like you betrayed your country. Yeah,
you gotta understand, B. It's the same.
You went on the
She's a veteran. She's a veteran, but think about how many people that's still active in her life. That's active. You know what I'm saying? That's still active. Active duty.
So what do they have different penalties for those that come from under the oath, that disobey the oath?
I don't think so. I think
probably
be up to the judges, discretion of how they want to move. Now, if she was still active, then she could be court-martialed, right, cuz?
Yeah.
That would be different.
Very, very much so. Very much so. But we feel different tonight.
Okay, all right. Offer. Let's moving on. Let's lighten it up a little bit. Miss Belle, Genice, question for you. If you're talking to a guy that is the same age as you, do you feel that mentally he is younger than you?
Cause you on the game show, go with this.
He started laughing before you even finished this.
I could do what they were doing because they got a bite. I was like, what that 22 the way you're crying?
Hey, I feel like it.
Let go, baby. Let go. I run it back. Question number 1. What we got for BG? Question number 1. Bring it back. Let's go.
She heard me. If you're talking to a guy that is physically the same age as you, do you feel like he is mentally younger than you?
Ooh, that big.
It depends. I can't say.
You can't say?
Because
I can't say. Hey, listen, I can say.
I talked to some older than me that was mentally younger than me.
So that's what I'm saying. I can say it's a yay or a nay. Simple. Yay or nay.
I know. I will honestly, no, I would not feel as though he's mentally younger than me. I would give him time to show himself.
See what I'm saying?
And to prove himself as a man.
Yes.
I can speak from a male point of view, and I don't want nobody to mix up what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm speaking for men, but I'm speaking from a male point of view. I feel like we are mentally, like women are definitely more mature than we are, and they definitely think on another level. I feel like at a certain point, like we'll reach a certain age, and then like we're just on their level. But especially coming up like in your 20s, your early 20s, man, come on. You're still thinking literally like a child, and she's on a whole nother level. And you're wondering why y'all are fighting and arguing, and she's just so frustrated with you. She's asking you, but what are your dreams? What are your goals? And you like, nigga, I just want to go eat some cereal. Like, leave me alone.
And that's it. But that's why I say now everybody isn't the same. And that's why I say it. You're gonna have to prove yourself. But like I stated, I've talked to some older than me that are definitely mentally younger than me. Mentally.
Yeah.
And I've talked to someone younger than me that have probably met the same goals on the same mind frame. So it just depends on the person. But overall, I give it by 92%. They're usually mentally younger.
I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I agree.
No offense.
I can think back to when I was like in my early 20s and my mindset was still like at 17. I was trying to just ride around and do stupid stuff with my
man.
friends. So
And then you'll find yourself, especially if it's somebody that you like, you may find yourself trying to, for lack of a better word, dumb yourself down. But then you think about it like, that wasn't me. Why did I even go there? Why am I even wasting my time?
You did.
Yeah.
So let me just walk away from this. That's where I am now. Let me just walk away from it because I know this ain't gonna be right.
Right.
So
you did.
That was up.
This is how it
Hey, I like you. I like what
y'all
you.
have?
So you got trivia questions, Nabi. I like what you did with
Right,
them. So
I like that
so
one.
We go out with trivia questions.
I mean, that was the only one I had, y'all. Don't put me on the spot like that. I only prepared one.
The man he got game host night. Yeah.
That was a good question.
I was thinking, that was a good one though. But that boom might do numbers. That boy.
Oh,
give a number. Hey.
So when y'all find out that a woman is mentally stronger than you all, is that intimidating?
No, not at all. Actually, I love it because if she's mentally stronger than me, like her said, number one, that's motivation for me to get right. Now, typically, if she's mentally stronger, she's at a better place in her life. So that's motivation for number one, for me to get right. And number two, she's gonna, I know a lot of people like, she ain't supposed to help you, you're supposed to get it on your own, but she's gonna be there to kind of help guide you, give you that little that little push that you need as you try to get there. So I embrace it.
But it has to be somebody that you want to be with because it's easy to push away regardless of what you can bring to the table. If it's not somebody you want, I don't care what you bring to the table.
It has to be organic.
Yeah, and mutual.
And very mutual and organic. And to and to piggyback on what Cuz said, when you establish that brand as a man and within your right, but guess what she does? Not even the power to get you there mentally. You know what I'm saying? With a little bit of physically. But I'm saying at the same time, she's there to even support you financially because as what you just said. As of what you just said, she's there to even support you even more, to expand that brand.
But I'm not even talking about like the financial aspect of her. Like I'm not looking for,
because at these point in times, give me some comfort, a peace of mind.
Yeah.
You know, where your mind frame at. We can grow. Money comes and goes.
Right.
The financial thing that at this point in time, it just need to be thrown out the door.
I agree.
You know, but come for me mentally, emotionally. You know, everybody need that. And a lot of men, they be afraid to show like any type of emotion, any type of feeling. And just because we come off as mentally strong,
at the end of the day, question again?
It's exhausting.
But I'm gonna tell you,
what was your question again, BG? What was your question? You said, do men feel intimidated by what?
Do y'all feel intimidated by a woman that is mentally stronger than you?
See, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying when it comes to the financial point B. That's an icing on the cake. Because if she's mentally strong for however you feel to figure out your brand, she probably already meets you halfway, which makes it an organic vibe and y'all big bosses. So
but I'm not even talking about like okay, so let's say neither one of y'all are trying to build a company or a brand. Let's say she worked for AT&T and you work for the city. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go to work, come home. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's where the financial thing is not important.
B. A brand ain't a t-shirt. A brand ain't a www.com. A brand ain't a social media app. A brand ain't a text message. A brand is a lifestyle. If you're working at AT&T, if you're working at wherever you at, with your lifestyle from going in and out of work, what you in your mind when you off work and it's not clocked in, it's clocked out in your personal life, what you want that to be is who you want that to be with and what y'all imagine it to be and what you imagine it to be for yourself. So that's a brand. That's a brand.
But that's all I'm saying is like the financial thing, that's a total separate question. So that question would be: are you intimidated by a woman that makes more than you?
No, because
Men not.
no, it's really not, bro. Because when I put it to the financial like aspect of it, it's like you have everything that goes into what you're saying, but the icing on top of that is you do get that financial support because she is that. That's the icing on top of the cake. So what you're saying is not even that for you. I'm giving to you that what comes in that package.
So when you say financial support, and I'm sorry, Bill and these men just took over your question.
Oh no, y'all
But
good because I got some questions.
when you say financial support, are you talking about more of helping pay bills or financial support like she gonna hold you down?
No, so financial support as far as the brand that we once again talking about working at AT&T, working at such and such. If y'all wanted to if y'all are y'all already together, right? And she's mentally there, and y'all both mentally there, but she's more. We're not intimidated because guess what? We can create whatever we want to together. Whatever that we ever want to do together outside of what we do together, talking about going to work, whatever it is, we can do together. We can do that together. Land, whatever it is, we can do that together. It don't take us. It don't take them away from me or none away from you. Whatever it is, and that's our brand because we commit to ourselves to that type of what we want to. What is whatever we want to do.
So
it doesn't take
financial
us
stability
if we
is.
don't do it. It don't take none away if we don't do it or do it. That's the beauty of it.
So financial stability is like up there for you.
We gotta go forward, not backwards. What you?
I mean, that's just your love language. I'm just asking. That's a top priority for you.
Anybody, well, you have some people that's saying just complacent, but whoever just
I'm gonna do you just like you just did me, yay or nay?
No, like well, to answer your question, yes, because it's about what I'm saying. It's about because think about this. If it's not about that, then how can we expand to meaning like poverty? Like how can we change the situation? Like I just said, y'all heard about the Senate, so I'm hoping this thing really hit. Like
But like
I think the
real
last time
talk,
I think the last time we had it was when Barack had his first term, but like it's been like over a decade, dog. So yeah, I'll say that.
over a decade since what?
The Senate when the Senate wasn't the last time been 50-50. Last time been 50-50.
Oh,
2012,
since the Democrats control the Senate, yeah.
yeah.
But
So yeah.
okay. Now this it may sound crazy, but for some people, financial stability, like Sandra Bell just said, money comes, money goes is never enough. So for some people, they don't you say financial stability and they just like, whatever, money is money. We'll get out there, we'll hustle. As long as we got food to eat today, we got a roof over our
Hustle is
head. That's
financial.
all that matters.
Hustle is
Huh?
being financial. Hustle
But
is being...
no. What I'm saying is
I'm make sure I'm straight.
how you said financial stability is important to you. For some people, financial stability isn't important. That's not their first priority when it comes to finding a mate. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't never said it was. No.
You did say it was. You just said it was.
I know.
You literally just said it was.
You said it was up there. I'll help him out.
I'm sorry, my bad. The first question was the mental thing, and then what the second question was, so financial wealth makes it. And
is financial stability a number one priority to you?
A number one? I thought my bad. I thought you said a priority. I wouldn't say a number one, no, because at the end of the day, the number one priority is self peace and what makes you happy. I ain't not number one, but a priority, yes, of course, but not the number one because money don't bring happiness. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't. Yeah, I ain't know you said number one. I thought you said priority. I would definitely yes to the priority, but not no to the number one priority. However, but yes, though, like if you want to grow and get into not be complacent and do like it's not and see you got to think that's one in itself that brings happiness to be able to run profitable programs and help the inner community. Like it ain't even about the money financially, but it is because we get to help each other and that brings inner peace. So yeah, it is a priority, but not a number one priority. No.
Everybody need a helpmate.
Come
But
on,
at this
man.
point in time, I think I'm over it. I'll try again when I'm 50. I'm 33 right now.
Hey, man, I don't know what kind of, it's been a extended episode of Live Lit and Legit.
Yeah, Brandon, you got us good with that question.
On the virtual.
I try. I'll make sure I start bringing more on the show.
Hey, man, it's your boy Q Smith.
Hey, as always, it's your boy B.
And your
Belle,
girl.
Genice.
You did, BG. Hey, man, follow us. We love. Hey, man, we're coming with different content, heavy content. Don't get it confused. It's still going down here in the Trap Light Studio, man. J Phillip Media's Live, Lit, and Legit. Follows on all platforms. Always your boy Q Smith, BNBG. Hey, Live, Lit, and Legit. That's a...
Yeah.